Good morning to you all. My name is Zoe Calder. On behalf of the Board of Directors, our Head of School and the AIS community, I'd like to welcome you to our MYP5 graduation 2021. Unfortunately, we're not celebrating in the way that we'd hoped to. However, this hasn't stopped our students from completing such a fantastic journey. The pandemic has allowed our students to show resilience and to never give up. Our students have continued to support one another, and they've helped and created such strong and long-lasting friendships with one another. I hope that as you all enter the next phase of your educational journey, that you continue to support each other, and most of all, remember the memories and how far you've all come. Today's a very special day for all our MYP5 students, and of course, you, their parents. This year, MYP5 are the first cohort to complete the official MYP assessments and portfolios. We're extremely proud of you all. Thank you for all your hard work and the time that we've spent together. It really has been a pleasure to watch you grow into such kind and caring young adults. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us today, and I hope that when I'm congratulating, you will congratulate and welcome the graduates of MYP5 Class 2021. It is now an honour to introduce to you our Head of School and CEO, Miss Amina.
My dear graduates, this batch is incredibly special for me in so many reasons. You're all another feather in my hat as head of school for Acorns International School as I mark 10 years at AIS. You are the first official MYP graduates of AIS. I still remember Tony's mom, Dr. Barbara, meeting me in 2012 and telling me, enroll Tony in year 3. We didn't even have that cohort at that point of time, and neither did we have year 2. We only had year 1. And we started thinking, how can we do this? We then started a multi-grade class with Tony, Ayan in year 3, and one student in year 2 that happened to be also Tony's sister, and then another student, I guess, in year 4. That's how we started the multi-grade class in 2012, 2013, followed by Ali Umar joining us in 2013. The very next one to join us was beautiful and ever cheerful Kadila in 2015. That is how this cohort has grown. I've also been very fortunate to witness your PYP graduation and now MYP graduation. I've also grown with you all. But unfortunately, my growth also included some gray hair, weaker muscles, and aging, which I may not be complaining about. Surely, growing old is inevitable, but growing up, learning is a blessing. And I feel blessed today. I've also grown up with you all, learning new things about MYP with every passing day of my life at AIS. As the rest of you joined the cohort, Nyawei, Roshaan, and Sania in 2018, Isabel, Sean, Vaishnavi, Jade in 2019, and latest one was join us was Naeem in 2020. We all started with few students and kept growing to become a group of determined young people and writing the course of history at AIS, becoming the first official MYP graduates. I have continuously watched you over and how you've grown and followed up with your academic graph every moment. Your emotions, your teenage tantrums, your growing up, silly things that you did on your trips, knowing that you landed yourself into trouble and then asking me, am I in trouble? Showcasing generosity to your friends and to your colleagues. Jawas and KFC food that is being delivered to your classrooms. And most importantly, I've seen some lifetime bonds that you've made at AIS campus. I will cherish all these memories. You will go down in history as my first MYP graduates. I can only thank you for giving me this moment. Congratulations. You have made it through almost 2 years of pandemic now, grapple with personal losses, self isolation, uncertainties, spending most times on laptop, of course, needed and unneeded, all the valid reasons to stay online and stay connected to your friends and social media as you wished. But I also know for a fact that your personal project, e assessment, and those portfolios were not an easy task. I can only be proud at what you've achieved as MYP graduates. I am personally incredibly happy with the quality of work that you have all produced as the first cohort of MYP. I know e-assessments are rigorous and standardized and externally marked, which most universities around the world wants to see. They really measure what really matters in today's world, strengthens our teaching and learning process, not only in MYP 4 and 5, but now actually we are able to plan it backwards and align the curriculum all the way down to MYP. It also helps us provide very valuable and relevant feedback to you all parents, and most importantly, celebrates your learning in a fun, authentic, and interactive ways, and preparing you for the advanced version of digitalized world. When you all were taking these exams, I looked around. I could see exams coming to life on your laptops, which is completely opposite of how I have interpreted and articulated exams in my generation or even a generation after me. But by the end of e-assessments, I could see you all reflecting, critically analyzing, communicating with appropriate vocabulary, and most importantly, keen to learn. I honestly haven't seen anything as highly professional and as relevant as e-assessments. Also, not to forget that these international qualifications are very valid around the world. Add to this your e-portfolios, personal project, and imagine yourselves as global citizens who are knowledgeable, thinker, principled, open-minded, reflective, communicator, risk takers, and balanced. This eventually helps us achieve the mission and vision of AIS, Acorns International School, and its values of being a global citizens who are responsible, pluralist, multilingual, and environmentally sensitive people. I'm hoping that eventually you will become the ambassadors of AIS family all around the world. So, students, fasten your seatbelts. All that we've learned in our IB journey and the DP and A levels journey, we are going to pour it in here for you all, and you all will be the recipients of that. Make the most of this quality education that you're privileged with and prepare yourselves for the global standards. Remember, the diploma program or the A levels, whatever you choose, will be another journey where you will have new experiences. Of course, good and bad, happy and sad, forming and breaking of relationships, and much more. You will now be officially young adults. In some countries, you may be even allowed to drive, but sorry, not in Uganda. Your seniors have tried, by the way, their luck many times and failed. Your ability to use freedom and independence will be tested so much more. But the best part is we will all be together in this. Remember to be better versions of yourselves with every passing day. We'll continue to embark on this journey of DP and A levels together and spread our wings far and high. I understand teenagers are the most misunderstood people on this planet. You're being washed over and guarded as kids and expected to behave as adults. And from a teacher's or parent's perspective, teaching you teenagers any life skill or the facts of life is like giving fish a bath. So I guess we both will continue to struggle, fight it out, and learn to grow. We will continue to do our job as educators and parents of molding you into good human beings, global citizens, and you will continue to learn and grow and learn again, and inspire and empower. I cannot finish this without thanking you all parents for being the support, being the strength of these students in these difficult times. Last year has not been easy in so many ways. Pandemic has given caused so much of personal losses, but the resilience, the patience, the struggle that we've all had together in this year and we've come this far. So thank you. Thank you for being there for your children. Thank you for being there and giving us that trust of your children in us. So A big thank you to all our parents. I also want to thank you for my teaching staff and my HOD team. If they were not standing strong, we would not have been able to achieve what we've achieved today. So, thank you all for this great movement that we are having today and writing this in the history of AIS. Again, thank you. All the best. And I look forward to welcoming you back on August 23rd as we embark on a new chapter of DP and A levels, the final candidate class at AIS. I wish one more speech at your final graduation 2 years from now at AIS before you enter into this big world and join the very reputable universities around the world. Hope I get that opportunity and you will only make me proud. Congratulations again, and I hope that you enjoy rest of the event. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Miss Amina.
I would now like to welcome Mr. Vincent Bukenya, who has a few words to share with our students who have completed the whole MYP journey. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Vincent Bukenya and I have been at Econs International School since 2017. I was lucky to be part of the staff that launched off the MYP program at Econs International School, and here we are celebrating our first MYP5 cohort. Some of the students who are completing their MYP program include Ali Umar, Kadira Kasule, Ayan Lalani, and Anthony Atukunda. The MYP program has shaped these students into problem solvers, thinkers, communicators, and above all, responsible young adults. Due to its rigorous nature as a program, sometimes it has been really challenging to these students. For example, completing all their assessment requirements, participating and meeting needs for a service, community and personal project, and finally writing their e-assessments. All these have been challenges, but they have made it through. All these challenges have really shaped these students into IB World students who are skillful, reflective, open-minded, and creative. All I'm left with is to wish them the best and good luck in their next level of education. Thank you.
My name's Kadira and I'm graduating MYP5. So this year has been the most dramatic, most unexpected year of my life, but we've made it through and I'm happy that I was able to make the friends that I have. I was able to have the teachers that I have because they've encouraged me and they've empowered me to do better, and I'm so thankful to them and I always will be. And I'm just really looking forward to what DP has to offer, and I really hope I make it through.
Hi, my name is Ali and I am a student of MYP5. Studying in MYP5 over the last year has been an interesting experience. From studying in the pandemic to being the first class to take the e-assessment to working on the personal project, last year was certainly an interesting experience. One of my personal highlights from last year was working on the project itself. Doing something that required so much attention and dedication and researching skills overall taught me how much I still have left to improve as a learner and how much knowledge I can still acquire to better myself. Taking the e-assessments was also another highlight. Being the first class to take them was certainly special, to say the least. But doing them also taught me how much learning I still have left to do and how much I can still acquire in terms of knowledge to help me in my day-to-day life. Another highlight was, for sure, studying from home and studying from school. doing something so big such as MYP5 and home was interesting, as we didn't have the same resources available as we do at school. But it also helped me overcome challenges that I couldn't have overcome at school. It also taught me to be more resourceful in times of desperation. I'm glad to have studied in MYP5 this year, and I've taken a lot from my studies this year, and I'll hopefully take them into my future to better myself as a human being and as an IB learner.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayana Lani and I finally graduated from MYP5. This was a very tough year with the French and PHE portfolios, the personal project, and on top of that the e-assessments. All of this was very tough and accounted for many sleepless nights for most, if not all, of the members in our class. One piece of advice I'd give the MYP4s are to start revising for the e-assessments earlier and to keep on working for the personal project over this break. One thing I look forward to next year is work. Well, I don't look forward to work, but there's going to be a lot of it. There probably going to be a lot of it in DP/A levels, and I also look forward to having fun, if that's possible, and to getting good grades. Yeah, thank you, and I'm happy to have graduated from MYP5.
So yesterday my mom and I are in the car, we were going somewhere, and she asked me, Tony, are you excited about moving on to high school? Are you excited about moving on to a new phase of your life? And I said no. And she didn't ask me any questions about that. The ride moved on normally. But what that showed me was that the answer I gave her didn't surprise her. And it didn't surprise her that I wasn't excited about moving on and graduation. So moving from MYP5 to DP or A levels, we're moving from something that we're familiar with to something that's gonna be much harder, and we're moving from the frying pan into the fire or the charcoal or whatever. And the reason I think that this graduation thing it's kind of weird is that they want us to celebrate that. They want us to celebrate that our lives are getting harder, and I didn't see the point of that. It didn't make much sense to me. But submitting this thing is compulsory, so I decided that I needed to rethink my view of graduation. And that's when it hit me that I was thinking of it in the wrong way, because I was thinking of how we're moving from where we are to something harder, instead of thinking it as a celebration of the past, a celebration of where we've come from. MYP, some of the best years of my life thus far, and when you think of it that way, as celebrating this whole period of our lives, that seems like something that's worth celebrating, because we've all grown so much in so many ways, and we've become surrounded by some of the best people that personally I know, people I hope to stick with forever. These 5 years at Acorns have shaped me into the person I am today, and without these past few years, I would be so different. We were told to summarize our experience in MYP, at least those of us who have been here for the whole 5 years. But to summarize 5 years into 3 minutes, I don't know whose idea that was, but that's not happening. But I'll speak about what I've learned over the past 5 years, and in a nutshell, it's that we all have so much potential. Every single one of us is capable of so much, but this potential, it seems to reduce with every day that goes by. And what I mean by this is, like, my dad will not one day wake up and realize that he wants to become a ballerino and then quit his job and start dancing. No, that's not happening. My granddad, he's not gonna wake up one day, quit his job, and decide that he wants to become an astronaut. The chances of either one of them actually becoming successful in those things are very slim, and that's just being realistic. Whereas when you're holding a baby, it's easy to think of it as a helpless thing, something that can't provide for itself, but what you're actually holding is pure potential. Because a baby can do anything. No one knows its future, and it can grow up to be anything. But as we grow older and we choose paths, other paths tend to be cut off from us. And so basically what I've learned from my time at Acorns is that we need to use our potential and we need to make the most of it, because all of us are currently pretty young and we've been equipped with the skills to help us, boost our potential. So to wrap it up, I'll say thanks to my mom and dad for getting me through this. Thanks to the administration of Acorns. Thanks to my teachers and to all my friends. You guys are the best. Yeah, potential. Don't let it get to waste.
Hi everyone, my name is Sania Jemani, and this year I'm graduating from MYP5. This year we started online in August, and we never knew when things were gonna get normal again and when we were gonna come back to school and return to daily life. We focused on a few couple things this year, which were personal project, e-assessments, and e-portfolios. But this year went deeper than just accomplishing and completing those tasks. This year our class connected together. We always have, but for the past 4 years we've done nothing but connect and be a friend to each other, but this year we had each other's backs. We made memories of a lifetime this year, and a few of my favorites are playing cards before recess ends and not wanting to stop and go back to classes, and just having each other's backs and telling each other that we're gonna be okay and we can't stress about an exam because an exam is ultimately just an exam, and just being a friend to each other. Our class has always stuck together through the thick and thin, and graduating just proves that we made it together. I'm really proud of our class, and there's no other class I would have done the whole thing with, going through MYP with. I wouldn't have done it with anyone else. Next year I'm looking forward to starting DP, picking subjects that I love, and facing harder and more challenging tasks, learning more things and giving back to the community via CAS. And yeah, we did it. Congratulations everyone.
Hey, my name is Vaishnavi and I joined Acorns International School in MYP4. Changing schools was a difficult process, but all the students and teachers made it very easy. Everyone was incredibly nice and supportive. This year, MYP5 was incredibly hard because it was online and there were so many obstacles. Paying attention in lessons was very hard because of all the distractions we had. But the teachers made it very interesting and they made it easier to do all the work and learn what we're supposed to learn. All the students this year gained so many memories, new friendships, and new knowledge. I will forever be thankful for MYP5.
Hi, my name is Roskaan and I'm a student from MYP5. MYP5 was, although not an easy year to pass, as we experienced new assessments, e-assessments, e-portfolios, and personal project. As a student, I loved doing personal project as I explored more about global context and ATL skills. Well, it was not an easy task to make this academic year a successful one during this pandemic season, but with the dedication and hard work from our teachers, we made it a successful one. Further, I'm looking forward to my next year and hope to see you all in campus. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Isabel and I'm graduating MYP5. My experience was tough and a little bit strict, given that we had a lot to do and quite a little time. But with determination and motivation, we went through it all and we are passing very successfully, as you can see. And to those who want to do MYP5, you can do this.
Hello everyone, I'm Nyawei Rick Gai. Today my classmates and I will finally be graduating from MYP5. These past 4 years in Acorns have been so amazing. We came from total strangers to a family. Honestly, it has been really difficult at some point, especially this final year at MYP5, because we experienced the difficulties of e-assessments, personal project, and the PE e-portfolio. As the first class in Acorns to ever do so, it's an honor. But of course, with the help of the heads, teachers, and each other, we were able to finish it all. One thing I really sarang this was volleyball, especially when the teachers joined us during break and PE lessons. And I really look forward to more hardships these next 2 years and more experiences together with my classmates, and being able to help our communities. For the MYP5s next year, have your classmates mentally with you, because it's really hard. You can't do it alone. I'll finish this off with a quote that really inspires me. Your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. That is by Kerry Washington. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jade and I recently finished MYP5. MYP5 is the last stage of the middle years program and is by far the hardest of all the classes because in addition to external assessments, we have to do a personal project and portfolios. And in the beginning, we started MYP5 online and it was honestly hard for me because I found it hard to balance home life and school life, in that it was very easy for me to get distracted by stuff going on at home rather than being in class. But then I realized that to get where I am today, I had to stay focused, continue reading my books, doing all the assessments, and following instructions given by the teachers, as well as encouragement from my classmates. And I'm honestly relieved to be finished with MYP5 because all the skills I've learned throughout my time in the MYP program, I'm able to apply them in my day-to-day life, and I hope to use them when setting out to achieve my own goals. And lastly, I just want to thank the teachers who were with us every step of the way throughout finishing MYP5, and all my friends and family.
I would now like to welcome Mr. Sam, our MYP coordinator and the homeroom teacher for MYP5.
Hello, my name's Sam Weavers and I'm the MYP coordinator at Acorns International School, Uganda. And I just want to say huge congratulations to the MYP5 students for graduating the middle years program. It really is a significant milestone on your educational journey. It's a journey you've been on for many years, and it's a journey you've taken together, whether you've just recently transferred to Acorns International School or whether you've been around since primary. You've been taking the same steps and you've been reaching for the same goals. You are the first cohort who has graduated the full MYP program. In doing so, you've completed the e-portfolios and the on-screen e-assessments. You've done the personal project, and you've done this in really one of the most challenging years imaginable. The situation outside the school, in the school, has been unpredictable, and you've had to be online, offline. It's really required a lot of self-motivation, a lot of hard work, and you can be proud that you've done it. You've really helped each other this year. It's been a privilege for me to be part of that, to teach you and to see you all coming along and really reaching those milestones. So yeah, you can be super proud of what you've achieved this year. Now it's time to give yourself a pat on the back, take stock, reflect on the last year, take a break for the summer, and think about the next stage of your educational journey. We really hope that that's a step that you'll take with us here at Acorns, and we hope to see you fresh and ready to go here in August. Well done.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sam. Here's a message from Mr. Benny and Coach Frank, who have been working with the MYP5 students on their e-portfolios this year.
En train de travailler avec les élèves de la 5e année de l'école secondaire appelée MYP sur le nouveau portfolio. Bravo à tous les élèves. Nous souhaitons aux élèves la meilleure des chances dans la suite de leur parcours l'année prochaine en 2e année.
Hello everyone. Big congratulations to all the MYP5 class of 2021. You've made us proud. You've done a very, very good job. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. Now that you've started a new journey in life, I want to wish you all the best and hope to see you maybe next year But for now, enjoy your day. Adios.
I'd now like to welcome Mrs. Byaruhanga, who has a few words to share with our MYP5 students.
It is a very exciting moment for me as a parent to witness a completion of such a beautiful and really long milestone for Agaba Isabel Byaruhanga, my daughter, and her MYP5 cohort. To mention Kadira, Sania, Nyawei, Calder, Jade, Tony, Sean, Naeem, Ayan, Roskaan, Ali, and Vaishnavi. Most of the studying last year was done remotely, and for this we appreciate Econs International School for adapting very quickly to the constraints of the pandemic and ensuring the studying continued uninterrupted and on schedule. This is how the corporate and business environment has also evolved, which means our children are on track to fit well in the new normal. I appreciate all the teachers for their individual efforts, especially the homeroom teachers, for they have seen our children in their entire journey. MYP5 2021, I wish you all God's blessings. May your friendship remain, and wish you the best in your next academic year. Go and research more, because there is a lot of untapped potential in the world waiting for you to unleash. Our hope is in you. Congratulations on your graduation.
It is an honour to present to you the class of 2021 MYP5 students of Acorns International School. Congratulations.
Aliumer Kardani, Anthony Atukunda, Ayan Lalani, Sania Jemani, Gogolabati Krishna, Nyawei Rick Gai, Isabel Byaruhanga, Jade Kabazi, Naeem Punja, Kadira Kasule, Mohammad Roshan Sarwa, Sean Luzinda, Carla Winter Elnor.
Now I'd like to welcome Mr. Ken. Mr. Ken is our DP and A-Levels coordinator in the secondary department, who would like to share a few words as you decide on which journey and path you're going to take next. Welcome, Mr. Ken.
Hello, my name is Kanyesche Kenneth, and I'm the A-Level and DP coordinator at Acorns International School. I'd like to take this opportunity to join the rest of the school to just congratulate you upon your success and upon reaching this epic moment. Looking back at your journey from M1, and know it hasn't been easy. The years you spent, the friends you met, the difficulties you found. But today, it's all worth it as we celebrate your victory. And I just would like to remind you that this is not the end, but rather the start of your life. As you look forward to achieving those big dreams that you would like to achieve, those big aspirations that you have, whether you want to become a medical doctor, an engineer, an architect, an artist, a musician, a filmmaker, whatever path you choose, or whatever you long for, I can assure you that we will be with you every step of the way. Come next year, the A-Levels and DP are waiting for you. But one thing you should be rest assured is that the school administration, the teachers, and I will be there to support you to achieve those dreams. A big congratulations upon your graduation. Congratulations once again. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next year. Happy graduation.